now that the season started, guzzlers and springs have started to dry up here in Nevada. It's making it a little bit more challenging.
He's almost to the top of that hill. Thank you.
The first time I got to hunt with Michelle was a couple years ago with her antelope hunt. We only spent a couple days doing that, and it was a lot of fun. Antelope tag, Michelle, never hunted anything before ever in her life. It's now 3:54 a.m., getting after it.
So my husband has always put me and all my 3 kids in for tags, and I've never drawn a tag until this year.
I've been big game hunting with my mom one time before on my sister's first mule deer hunt.
Both my girls drew tags in the same area as mine, and I asked them a lot of questions before I went out on my hunt, which helped a lot.
I think what we'll do is we'll just, us 3, we'll walk down this way and just kind of hang out, because I think those guys are going to push stuff off, and there's going to be more people coming in later. Right as I'm doing my scouting and what have you, the weeks before, I mean, the whole unit's on fire, it's burning, and I mean, I don't know what to do at this point, you know.
Because of the fire this year in that unit, all the antelope were off the mountain in the yellow grass. They were down in the valley where there was a little dry lake, and they were just hanging out in the mud out there where there was a little bit of water.
We'll see what we can put together. There's about 400 antelope in this valley right here.
That's not an exaggeration. There could be more.
If nothing materializes here, Steve Capro saw a really nice buck over here the other day gathering his cows.
Is that what you were just talking about over there?
So we'll go that way. See him?
Oh, God. Yeah.
There's a bunch. Look right there. I think we just hang out. I think he'll come back around. He's going to go up the hill and over the other side, and we'll move our way down, and he'll come back down to us. There's a whole bunch of animals that big.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see them all out there wandering around, and just being out there and being able to be by Clint and experiencing that whole thing was pretty exciting for me.
When the sun came up, you know, we were where we needed to be, and there was people all around us. There was shots of flying, and it was antelope dying, and it was a little bit exciting, but also a little bit depressing to see that many hunters in one spot. I thought they hit him. There it was, pow, right?
Going in the back.
The first group.
Purdy, he's a purdy. Purdy. I want one that's a little more purdy than that one.
It's going to be a long day.
The whole experience, I think, that day might have been a little frustrating for her, but it was also really cool for her to be out there. It was really cool to be out there with her. Today, we're in a different spot. Going up to the top of a mountain up here. I've been spotting an antelope up here that is real pretty heart-shaped antelope next to a real goofy horn one. And they're both really nice antelope. See if we can't put one down. Day number 2.
That looks like a big one over there.
Where?
It's kind of way to the right of that tree where they're all kind of gathered around.
The problem was there was just a pile of them. They were all bunched up in this one little pile, and the buck was like right in the middle all the time. Then over here, and then behind, we couldn't shoot. There's no clean shots. And she finally got a clean shot.
I wanted Clint to be happy for me and proud of me, and then you miss him and you're thinking, oh God, is this really for me? But it happens to everybody, so you just have to go with the flow.
We got on him about 4 hours later. We ended up getting Mike back with us, and thank God, because Mike helped her out big time. Take your time. You on him?
I'm on him.
Are you on him, Michelle? Okay.
Right behind that doe.
Yeah.
If he stops,
There you go.
Lost him. Go ahead.
Watch now.
You got him.
Throw it out here now.
He's dead. He's dead. Special moment, man. I've been married to her for almost 25 years.
We've never done
We've never got to do this, so this was cool. Took a long time for her to draw the tag, but this means a lot to me because she's able to see what we enjoy and do what we enjoy, and she kind of got to enjoy it herself. So it's all good, right?
Yep. It was really cool to experience, not only with my husband, my son was out there one day too, just to be out there as family and experience it together, and it was just a fun time.
So my buddy Dan Carroll has a tag, the same unit that I got one in.
So I've been hunting here in Nevada for 14 years now. Known Clint for about 4 months. He ended up inviting me out to come out on his antelope hunt scouting, and
We just saw a buck right back here. Had a little grief this morning, blew out an axle bearing on my trailer. That was nice. Basically, I'm in the trucking business, got a transport coming out to fix up, but we drove a couple miles, maybe a mile and a half from the truck, and saw a nice little herd up here and a pretty good antelope, maybe a 75-point antelope. I saw some antelope over on this hill the other day scouting. I'm just trying to put some horns on something. Done a lot of scouting, haven't seen hardly any big bucks out here. This is a big buck area, and it's kind of disappointing, but here we are, trying to make it happen.
You really gotta just use the terrain as much as possible in your favor. Try to figure out like little dry creek beds or rock outcroppings that stay behind, because they can see pretty far away. Like right now, they're staring right at us, and you know, they're a good 1,000 yards away.
So this week's product gear review on Prime Revolution is the new Can-Am Defender. That's what we're using. It's our choice here on the Prime team. I can't tell you how cool these machines are. They're dust-free inside. They're comfortable. They got these big tires on them. You know, you got lots of ground clearance. They got so much storage. You put 4 big guys in there, a couple coolers in the back, go shoot an elk and come out. This thing will handle it. It's an unbelievable machine. If you're going to be out in the outdoors, I think you know, give Can-Am a look and check them out. They are probably the finest off-road machine that I've ever had. Mike, I'm late. I'll meet you there. First morning I'm seeing a couple bucks right here off the road. They're not very big, neither one of them. Mid-70s type of buck. Yeah, they got a bunch of does. Boy, that thing is a loud pile. We're sneaking up on him. Sounds like a Mahindra tractor.
Super early in the hunt. There's a lot of antelope here. There's going to be a big one somewhere. We just got to find him.
That's on that.
Did you look at that one, Dad? Way up on top? Ooh, he is really heavy actually.
Now that the season started, guzzlers and springs have started to dry up here in Nevada. It's making it a little bit more challenging.
I think that's a shooter right there. It's got giant prongs. They go like this. I haven't seen that buck. You see him looking to the left?
Mm-hmm.
Come right down to the dam.
We'll go down, we turn left to come this way though. Don't turn right there, just keep going straight and it'll bring you straight down.
Yeah, well, you just gotta just follow down past this tree. They go left. We're gonna go down off this hill. We saw about 100 antelope down here. There's some shots fired down below this morning, so we're gonna come in from the top and head down. Michael's gonna drive around and pick us up so we don't have to walk back up the top of this mountain. It's the only antelope that's got me excited so far at 12 days of scouting. We'll go see what he was. He's still 2 miles from us, but we're headed down. The only antelope that's got me excited so far at 12 days of scouting. We'll go see what he was. He's still 2 miles from us, but we're headed down.
There's a bunch over there. Oh, they're running to the left now. And there's a bunch on this ridge here, and then there's a bunch in the back. The nice buck in there is just sitting. He's just standing up feeding up in that brush.
We can go right down the canyon and pop up to that next ridge. I can shoot him from that ridge. He's a shooter.
He's almost at the top of that hill. 488 yards. Following it down, almost to the top.
He's a nice buck. He's the biggest one I've seen. 12 days of scouting.
He's heavy. Really heavy.
Good job, man. It's an epic stalk.
Buried him right in the shoulder. It just dropped him in his tracks.
Let's go take a look. Holy moly. He's cool. He's a cool buck. So we're finished up here in Nevada. Been doing a lot of scouting. Haven't seen a lot of big antelope. This is one of the bigger ones we've seen. Happy we shot him. He's a beautiful antelope.
Season 4 of Prime Revolution. Thanks to all of our sponsors for supporting Prime Revolution, and just kind of wanted to give a shout out to all of them. So Winkler Knives, Rocky Mountain Precision Rifles, Proof Research, Vortex Optics, and of course our friends over at Cryptek. I don't think we thank our sponsors enough for what they do for us, because we wouldn't be able to do what we do without their support and without their help. So congrats to my partner Clint on a great antelope / speed goat here in Nevada. So now I'll get back to work.
Go as far as you can go, then I'll take some. Yeah, I will.
Yeah, all this lumberjack's all loaded up.
That's pretty impressive.
Very nice pack. See you boys at the machine.
We'll get him taken care of, and we got a long ways out of here. We're doing it here in Nevada, Prime Revolution style.